Hello everybody and welcome back. Well, it's been a little busy around here lately, so as you've probably noticed, I haven't had a chance to get any videos posted recently. One of the things that I've been doing is getting my vinyl collection sorted out here. As you can see, I got a new record shelf behind me. The collection is expanding quite a bit, so I was kind of running out of room, so I decided to pick up a new shelf here where I could accommodate a lot more vinyl records and box sets and things like that. So this will be my backdrop from now on, and also over that period of time since my last video, I've accumulated a few things, so I decided to come on here and show you some of the stuff I've picked up since the last time. First of all, I want to show you a few gifts that I received from my friend Robert. He was kind enough to send me a few things here, and the first thing I'll show you here is a kind of a CD replica of the VJ album, The Beatles Tell All, or Hear the Beatles Tell All. This is kind of made in the Japanese style. It's got the obi strip here. And these CDs is something that Robert reproduces himself, which is very, very cool. It comes here with this nice printed inner sleeve. And then the label there. No music on this CD. This is basically just an interview CD. And then it also comes with the Japanese insert here, which I'm not able to read, but it's still cool that it comes included with this. Really replicating the original thing there, so that's very cool. And then the next couple things that he sent me are, these aren't real, these are basically just fantasy album covers. Here's one for Yesterday and Today, kind of an alternate cover photo there. We got, instead of Paul in the trunk, we got John in the trunk there. And there's a replica of the back of the album. And there's no records in here, so this is basically just a kind of an art piece, basically, for display and things like that. So that's very cool. And another one here that he sent me is one for the Beatles in concert at the Hollywood Bowl. I actually like this cover better than the one that was released with the ticket stubs on the front. This one looks a lot cooler, I think. And there's a shot of the back of the jacket there. And this one is still sealed, but there's there's an album in here, but he says it's not the actual Hollywood Bowl album. It's just some random album that is stuck in here to make it feel like the real thing. So that's really cool. So thank you for that, Robert. Next up is something you've probably seen several people post on YouTube by now, but I did manage to pick up the Ram Half-Speed Master that came out I think it was just last week. Kind of commemorating the 50th anniversary of the Ram album. And again, here we kind of got almost like a Japanese obi strip here on the side, which is kind of neat. Matches the Half-Speed Master that came out last year for the McCartney album. That had a red obi strip that was just the same as this. And I left the shrink wrap on here. I mean, if you're a fan of this album, I'm sure you've seen the gatefold of this many, many times over, so I decided to leave the shrink wrap on here. And inside the sleeve for the album, we got this nice sheet here that explains the process for half-speed mastering, what that all means to you that don't know. And kind of an emboss logo on the bottom there with Paul's signature. One thing I was not really a fan of on this is just this plain paper sleeve, no polyline or anything like that, so I might have to transfer this to a better sleeve to avoid any kind of scuff marks or anything like that. But there's a shot of the label, which is nice to have that on the green apple again. The B side. And I have listened to this and it sounds really good, so if you're thinking about getting this, I definitely recommend picking this up if you like this album. That put back in there. And then next up is something I've had on my list for quite a while. I've just never gotten around to picking it up, and I ended up finding a deal on it, so I decided to pull the trigger and pick this up. It's a copy of the Carl Perkins and Friends broadcast. I think this was originally aired on Showtime, maybe. But here you can see we got Ringo and Dave Edmunds and Eric Clapton, Carl Perkins, and George Harrison. And they're joined by a lot of other people as well. And this is the 2-disc. We got the CD of all the songs, and plus we also got the video content on here. So if you've never seen this, this is a really, really good concert. I think it was, does it say on here, 1986 is when this was originally broadcast. There's a picture of the CD. And behind the CD we got a picture of Carl, George, and Eric there. And then on this side we got the DVD here. And behind that is another shot of the guys performing there. And then we got this nice booklet included here with some more pictures and info about Carl's career and everybody that performed on the program there. Got Roseanne Cash and a couple of the Stray Cats in there. More information and track listing and things like that. So yeah, if you see this, you definitely want to pick this up as well. This is a really good performance. And one thing I really enjoy about this, watching this concert, is how happy George is here. He just loves playing with Carl Perkins. You can tell he's just basically smiling the entire time when they're playing. It's just a really good show to check out. I don't know if you could consider that a box set, but here's another sort of a box set that I picked up. This is a 5-album set for Johnny Winter, no S at the end. Original album classics. So it was 5 CDs for I think right around $20. I think there's only 3 bonus tracks on all this entire thing here, so pretty much just the basic original albums as they were. And they're kind of in these replica LP jackets here, you can see. But one thing that's unfortunate about the first, the debut Johnny Winter album, is it has the same, it's got the wrong back cover. It's actually got the back cover for the Saints and Sinners album. So they kind of goofed up there, but the audio content is correct for the album at least. And this is what all the CDs look like. They have the classic 6i Columbia label, which is cool. So there's the first one, and then we have Second Winter. Live, Johnny Winter and here we have Still Alive and Well. And again, I'll show the Saints and Sinners album here. And there is a volume 2 that has the next five albums that he's put out, but usually when I check for that one, like on Amazon and things, it's either unavailable or it's really expensive, so I haven't ended up getting that one. But this is a good start for a lot of great Johnny Winter music. One underrated guitar player. You don't really hear a whole lot about him too often, so be sure and check that out. Next up is another box set that I've had on my Amazon wish list for pretty much since the film came out. If you've checked out the Ken Burns Country Music documentary, originally aired on PBS. It's available on DVD and Blu-ray. And there's a 2 vinyl set that I got right when the soundtrack was released. But this here is the deluxe 5 CD soundtrack. Let's see if we can focus on that sticker there. You can get a look. There's over 100 songs on here, and a 68-page book. And there's just lots and lots of great classic country music, and I'm a huge fan of classic country. Not so much what they call country today, but this is just lots of great stuff on here. So we got in the cardboard sleeve. First, we'll take a look at the book here. You can see the cover's got like some concert posters, some vintage concert posters there, which is really cool. And then just some essays and lots of great pictures in here. You know, starting off with the Carter family and Jimmy Rogers, and all the way up to Dwight Yoakam and Ricky Skaggs, artists like that. Get some good pictures here. We got Chris Christopherson there, Johnny and Roseanne Cash. And I got Jimmy Rogers there, Gene Autry, Bob Wills. Just lots of great pictures in here. Information from each track there, when it was released, on what label and things like that. So, very nice book to have along with this. But when we get to the CDs, as great as the CDs are, I'm definitely not a fan of the way that these are housed in this packaging here. As it's 5 CDs, so it comes in this long fold out like this, and getting these out, this is just a really terrible design. So they got these slits in the side of each page here, and you really got to struggle and try and get these CDs out of here without scratching the discs or anything like that. And they're so tight in there, they just barely come out. So each disc is a different color, and as much as a pain that it is to take those out of there, I'm just going to show you the first one here because that's basically the easiest one to get out. So there's a dark blue one, there's a light blue, a red, a black, and one other color. I don't remember which one, but yeah, kind of a brown one, I guess. But yeah, just a real pain to get those out of there. So I've ripped these all to my laptop so I can listen to them that way, put them on a flash drive or something like that, so I don't have to keep trying to get these out of the package, which is bad. But as far as the music goes, it's all really, really great music. So before I get to the last box set here, there's one other item that I decided to pick up. This is something that I originally got an email from the Beatles store, and I thought, those are kind of cool looking, but it didn't look like something I really wanted. But then looking again, there's 3 different variations of this, but Igloo Coolers put out 3 different Yellow Submarine coolers, and to me, of the 3, this was the coolest one that I liked. I mean, it's all yellow. It looks like the Yellow Submarine. We got the front here. It's like the front of the sub. And we got the propellers in the back. And here's a better look at the tag here. And of course, it's the classic slider igloo style cooler. So yeah, like I said, there's this one, and then there's 2 other designs as well. So you can go to Igloo Coolers website, or I'm sure there's the Beatles website has these for sale as well, I'm sure, but there's one of them anyway. And the last thing to show here is another box set that I just picked up, I think it was last week on release day, and that's the 50th anniversary of Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young's Deja Vu album. This is a really good box set. If you like this album, you definitely need to pick this up. I'll show you here the sheet that was attached to the back here under the shrink wrap. It gives you a list of all the material that's on there. So we have the first CD. It's 4 CDs and 1 LP. So we have CD 1 is the original album. CD 2 are demos, and there's lots of songs on there that weren't on the actual album itself. and the same for the outtakes. And then we have the songs from the album. There's alternate versions of those on CD4. And then we have the LP of the remastered original album there. So, and let's see, I think right in, yeah, okay. So as bad as that country music box set was to get the CDs out, this is pretty much the complete opposite. So it's basically like the album, you know, full-size album and gatefold, but you open it up and we got the 4 CDs in their trays right here, and then inside this pocket here we got a nice little booklet and the vinyl album itself. So this is just really easy to get these out of here. You just easy if you're not on camera anyway. So you just pull them out, and there you go. So there's CD 1, and they're pretty much all the same. So CD 2 with the demos and so on. And then, I'm not sure if you saw this when I held this up, but there's a nice picture there, alternate shot for the cover. And we'll take the album out and take a look at that. Here we have a nice sleeve that this is housed in, and the replica of the Atlantic label on 180 gram vinyl. And once again, I've listened to this whole album on vinyl, and it sounds great, and just as good on CD as well. So, and then inside the book here, I got the hype sticker here, so we got some information. And then another cool color shot there of the guys, and then this article about the album here by Cameron Crowe, which has got a lot of nice information about the album. Plus, along the top, we got lots of rare or sometimes unseen pictures from the era. That's very good. I think this was the original sleeve is what this is here. I have the original album, and I think this is what the sleeve was inside. Yeah, just lots of great pictures, and then track information on the back here. There's the back of the booklet. So yeah, if you're a fan of this album, this is definitely the way to go. This is a really great set. I recommend this one. Everything sounds good on here, and the bonus tracks are well worth having. So be sure and pick this up if you can. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to show for this video. I got another video planned coming up hopefully pretty soon here, so be sure and stick around for that. And I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.